Bum ba da dum. I've got 13 awesome C licks for you today. Check them out, and then we'll talk about learning them. What'd you think? Those are some fun ones. There's lots of variants in there. We're down the neck, we're up the neck, we're chromatic, we're bluesy, we're Doc Watson-y, we're Tony Rice-y, all those good things. If you want to learn those, let's get started. And if you're watching here on the website as a Gold Pit member, you've got the tabs down below. There's also a rhythm track that you can download that just has like 3 solid minutes of me playing a C chord rhythm for you that you can practice along with. If you're watching somewhere else, I'd love to have you on board as a Gold Pit member at banjobenclark.com. I'll see you there. Let's get started. The first few licks I would classify as both rhythm and lead licks, and I'm going to use them in both instances often in my playing. The first one I just called chromatic walk. Looks like this. Can you play along? So it starts with the root, drops down to the low E string, and we're going to play every fret up to the 3rd fret. That's why it's called chromatic. And then we're going to repeat that pattern on the next string. And then you're right into your next measure, right? So if I'm playing rhythm, or if I'm playing, and we'll use this song a lot as an example throughout the lesson, something like Wildwood Flower, I'm going to use this lick to kind of finish my phrases sometimes. That is. In our next lick, we have a similar one. We're just not going to play all the same notes that we played. We're going to leave some out and therefore give more time to that first root note. So our first root is going to be a dotted quarter note. It sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Play along. This gives you a great variation. You're always playing that chromatic walk. And then you can do this one back to back, and it sounds like a different lick. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So in Wildwood Flower. Very fun. Our next one we're going to call a G scale outline. Okay, so it doesn't actually have a note happening on the downbeat. And that's what makes a lot of these licks fun, is that they don't start right on the 1. It's going to start on the and of 1. It's going to sound like this. Sometimes when we don't play a note that people are expecting to hear, it has as much or more of an impact than a note that you actually play. So if I'm playing rhythm, sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? And our next one we're going to call a low E note walk. Sounds like this slowly. It's not going to work in every situation, but there's some situations where it's going to sound great. Sometimes it may sound too muddy, having that low E string ringing out. But in Wildwood Flower, oh, let me try to play it right. Sounds pretty nice, doesn't it? And our next one, we're going to call it the flat 7 run, because we're going to jump up from the root up to the flat 7. That B flat sounds like this. Now, you can choose to jump up and play it with your pinky, like I am, or you could jump quickly with your ring finger. But what's going to happen if you do that? You're going to lose the resonance of your C note. So that's up to you, if you don't care. If you're doing more like boogie woogie stuff, it's going to sound fine. But you might want to do it with your pinky, and you can keep those 2 notes going at the same time. Very fun. Okay, in our next video segment, we're going to get into more of the syncopated stuff, things like that, some Tony Rice type stuff, Kenny Smith type stuff. If you're watching on the website, just click on the next little video link. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, come over to the website. Become a Gold Pit member. What are you waiting for? You get not only this lesson, but hundreds more. Let's go. The next lick we call a Kenny Smith style pull-off lick. This is something like Kenny would do. It's going to sound like this.